to Jose. Swung on, hit high, hit deep to right, away back into the second deck. Jose Ramirez. Oh my goodness.
Good teams win, but great teams cover.
Travis Kelce touchdown. We're so due.
Getting that, Vic. Everybody like.
Welcome back to Hold My Bev podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Park. Here with me, as always, the one, the only, don't know his name, DTF.
What's up?
DTF, I know this was a rough week for you.
It's
So I'll
been
go
just
ahead and,
it's been a rough couple of weeks.
yeah. But hey, you got to watch Ohio State win a real close game last night.
Yeah, we had been invited to the Cleveland Hoops showdown. It was Ohio State versus West Virginia men's basketball. Very, very good matchup between these two teams. Um, was not very impressed with Ohio State's offense. They couldn't get anything going most of the game. But they came back and they won in a double overtime thriller by one basket. Bruce Thornton making the game-winning basket. The Rocket Arena was electric. Not a lot of people showed up though. I mean, the weather was bad in Cleveland, but it, I mean, for however many people were there, it was electric. But yeah, just real bad week for football otherwise.
Yeah, I haven't watched much Ohio State basketball. I so happened to watch that last night. Um, Honestly, completely forgot you were at the game until I looked at Snapchat afterwards.
hmm
Um, but yeah, that was a great game. They haven't. That was their first team that they really played this year too. And West Virginia usually has a pretty good program. So
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good test for them, and you know, hopefully they can take that and beat teams like Purdue and Michigan again because they always seem to beat one of them each year on just some odd day too.
Unfortunately, though, Michigan's on a whole other level right now with their basketball program.
Yeah,
So
that
it
is.
would it would really take it would take a miracle for Ohio State to win that one.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree. But let's go ahead and get into what week is this even? 15? Yeah, week
15,
15. Yeah, I lost track. I can't believe we're already almost through the season, the regular season.
3 weeks.
Um, yeah, but we'll start off with Thursday night football. Dylan, we'll go ahead and get it out of the way. We had the Atlanta Falcons beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 29-28. Atlanta almost pulled a Kevin Stefanski in this game, going for two twice for God knows what reason, because it really didn't make sense at all. But Dylan, go ahead and kind of walk me through from a Buccaneers fan standpoint how this game went.
I mean, for starters, it was great to have our entire wide receiver core back. Even Jalen McMillan almost getting a touchdown. Um, Mike Evans was outstanding, over 130 yards receiving. Just fell flat somewhere in the fourth quarter. The third quarter was kind of declining, and I kept saying Cousins was washed, and I had my foot in my mouth. But yeah, 2 weeks in a row we lose to divisional opponents, and we have the Panthers next week. And if we lose to the Panthers, you can put the nail in the coffin on the Buccaneers 2025 season. Um, just a shame they lost. I don't know what's going on. I mean, Baker's clearly hurt. He's not playing like he was. He makes some flashy plays, but then when he throws the ball, it's like so behind his receivers or so beyond the receivers. There's miscommunication, and he just doesn't look healthy right now. And the defense just gets dog walked. It's not a good scene right now.
Yeah. One thing I did notice, it wasn't necessarily during the game, it was afterwards, during his press conference. I noticed he had a bunch, and maybe I'm overthinking this or over evaluating it, but he had a bunch of tape over his throwing arm shoulder. I don't know if you picked up on that at all. Um, does that tell you anything or
I mean,
Maybe that's just something that he always does because I mean that it very easily could be that it just his way of healing his shoulder after a game.
I just think he's hurt.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be hurt because I mean the way he started off the season and the way he looks right now is two completely different players at the
Yeah.
moment. Um, but yeah, that was a hard loss and you know Todd Bowles I didn't even know he had that in him in the press game or
Oh
post
my
game.
gosh. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
insane.
I don't think I've ever seen a coach quite do that at the NFL level.
I'm surprised we haven't seen the fine yet. How much he's gonna get fined for that?
Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't fined next morning. To be honest, I figured
Hmm.
something as blatant as that was, you know, easily finable. But what's your stance on Todd Bowles right now? Do you think you guys should keep him around next year, or do you think it's time to look elsewhere? Oh
Tru
wow,
Truthfully, I really want John Gruden back.
yeah. Oh, the lad's gonna be upset.
What just happened?
Addison just got a huge play.
58 yards.
Yeah, he should have scored really, but
Hmm. Oops.
look, he was a beautiful pass. Well, it was a little underthrown, but yeah, that was a great catch. But yeah, this game definitely hurt you guys the most. Um, Kirk Cousins really, I mean, his stats look great, but watching the game, I really didn't think he played all that great. But Kyle Pitts, if you got hit with the Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson combo, first week of the playoffs, I feel really sorry for you. Because if you would have told me Kyle Pitts was going to have 11 catches for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns, I would have thought you were crazy.
Best tight end performance since Shannon Sharp, 1993, I think it was.
Yeah, crazy. Potential's always been there, and we've all known it. It's just, it's crazy that it finally happened.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, hopefully you guys can get it figured out for next week against Carolina because, I mean, that's your season right there. Just
Yeah.
like you said, unless Carolina drops their last games, which looking at their next games, it's who are they playing?
Well, the Panthers lost today. I mean, I know we'll get to that, but that really helped with them
Yeah, them
losing.
losing today. Yeah, them losing helped. They do finish off the season after you guys with the Seahawks, and then who else?
It's just the Bucks, Seahawks, Bucks.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be. I didn't realize this is you guys' first time playing them.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's gonna at least keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Um, but let's go ahead and move into the 1 o'clock slate. We'll start off with the Buffalo Bills upsetting the New England Patriots. Though the Patriots did come into this game as underdogs, Patriots were pretty much in command the entire game. Bills win 35-31, being down as big as I think 24-7. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, this completely reminded me of the Bengals game last week that we watched.
Yeah,
Bills were behind and they came back to pull out a win out their ass.
yeah. We were once again very close to Jay Cook, Jay Allen. So once again, gonna have to wait another week for Korg's got one-on-one auto right here.
Ah,
Um, but it doesn't really look like Drake May played all that great in this game. It was a lot of Travion Henderson, which was great for me as a underdog in my fantasy playoffs.
there you go.
It was the production I needed all year for him where I drafted him. So now my team's finally looking the way it should, minus Jaden Daniels. Um, but yeah, Bills, I mean, for them getting the early lead that they did, they kind of struggled. Or the Patriots, I should say, not the
Hmm.
Bills. Um, and like you said, the Bills just snuck their way right back into this game. 2 touchdowns from Dawson Knox, uh, 3 touchdowns for James Cook. Um, and yeah, this was a huge game, and I don't think New England's clinched their division yet, correct? Because
No.
the Bills are only one game behind now. Now that
Well,
they
but
have the series split.
yeah, and now they have a tiebreaker, so I guess it would come down to who they have left in their schedule.
Yeah, Bills got Cleveland next week. I know that much.
And the Patriots have
Patriot.
Baltimore, the Jets, and Miami.
Okay, so I mean, as long as they don't screw up, they should win those games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, big win for the Bills. They needed it bad, and this at least helps them get a more comfortable playoff spot. As a couple weeks ago, it wasn't looking like they were going to make the playoffs. But next, speaking of a team that's not going to make the playoffs, we have the Baltimore Ravens absolutely pummeling the Cincinnati Bengals 24-0. This game was just ugly from the beginning.
Yep.
Minus Jamar Chase, 10 catches, 132 yards receiving. That was pretty much majority of Joe Burrow's passing right there. After hearing his press conference, or not press con, well, I guess it would be press conference, earlier this week, did you get to watch that at all?
Who?
Joe Burrow?
Yeah, it sounded like he wants to retire or get traded.
Yeah, I mean, do you see him retiring early?
No, I think he just wants out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, granted, they paid the guys that he wanted to get paid, but I mean, you got to build something around a quarterback like that. You can't just pay him all that money and just expect the team to do fine with bottom tier defense. Like there's probably players in the CFL. Oh, JJ McCarthy grittying into the end zone. Wow, never thought I'd see that.
He got a touchdown.
Yeah, rushing touchdown. But yeah, I think Joe Burrow's gonna eventually ask for a trade out of Cincinnati. I don't know how willing Cincinnati's gonna be to make that wish happen. I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess not. And I mean, the way he sounded in that press conference, and maybe I'm overthinking it. Um, I could see him pulling Carson Palmer. Yeah, I'm gonna retire until you trade me.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not, because I mean the game's better when Joe Burrow's playing. Obviously, I mean he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, so don't really want to see that happen. But Baltimore, this was a huge win for them. They moved to 7-7 after Cincinnati pummeled them on Thanksgiving. So this was a get right game for them, even though
Yeah.
they still didn't look all that great with Lamar only throwing the ball 12 times this game. Um, they needed it big time. That pick six that they got earlier, I thought that was cool with the handoff from
Mm-hmm.
was it Victoria, I think.
Let me
I mean
see.
that looked like essentially like Duke basketball playing a JV basketball team,
Play by play.
or even better, Ohio State playing a JV football team.
Alami Gilman, 84-yard interception return.
Well, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't pick the ball off. He got handed the ball off.
Right.
Gilman was the one that scored the touchdown.
I'm trying to see who actually got the interception.
I think it was Van Noy, if I'm not mistaken.
Van Noy.
Yeah.
I mean, it says Alani Gilman, but I think Van Noy gave it to him after getting 11 yards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and move into the next game. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the New York Jets 48-20. Big day for Travis Etienne, I believe.
Big
Yeah,
day for
three
Trevor
receiving
Lawrence.
touchdowns. Huh?
Big day for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, 5 passing touchdowns, 330 through the air. I mean,
2 rushing touchdowns.
yeah, and shout out to Brian Thomas Jr. coming in clutch for me, getting a receiving touchdown and 66 yards as well for my fantasy team. But Brady Cook, congrats on your first NFL touchdown. You did also have 3 picks as well in this game, though.
Oof.
Yeah, big wolf.
I uh
And
I,
Ed and I got in the end zone.
I played against Trevor Lawrence in fantasy this week, and he had 68 points.
68 points.
Yeah. In
Whoa.
correction, it was 1 rushing touchdown by Trevor Lawrence. So he had a total of 6 touchdowns.
I gotta see if anyone started. There's no way someone started
I
him in one of
I
my
was
leagues.
projected to win, and then I played Trevor Lawrence, and I laughed at whoever had to play Kyle Pitts. I can't believe Trevor Lawrence is going to be the reason why I lose in the first round.
Is Trevor Lawrence just available in one of my leagues? Dude, he might have just been a free agent.
Duval.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, 44 points. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, not much to talk about in this game. This was a big win for Jacksonville, as I believe they are currently in control of the AFC South. Um,
I still think the Texans are knocking on their door. I mean, they're 9-5, and the Texans still have the Colts to finish their season.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can find out real quick what the standings are in the AFC South. Looks like,
well, Colts lost today, so
yeah. But I'm talking about for the Jacksonville. I think they've only lost 1 game in the division to Houston, but they also beat Houston.
early in the year, I think.
Yeah, beat Houston and lost to Houston. So I think that was a Davis Mills game. But so
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
and
Jacksonville was up, um, big, and then
the
Houston came back and won it again.
the Jags have Colts and Tennessee to finish the season. So being that Houston only has one opponent left, this could come down to the wire. It's still, like you said, that's still the Jacksonville's to lose, but I mean, them beating the Jets by 28 points isn't really impressive to me. It just shows that they beat up on a shitty team and stat padded their game. But
Pretty much. This next game though, this was very unexpected. Well, I mean, expected, I guess, to an extent. We had the LA Chargers beating the Kansas City Chiefs 16-13. I mean, not really what I would call an entertaining game, especially when Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, which
hmm
sucks. But Kansas City losing this game officially eliminated them from the playoffs, which
crazy.
I don't think anyone had that on their bingo card this year.
No, I mean they were still favored in the Super Bowl for like half the season, and they were they were not a
Yeah.
winning team this year.
No, they looked horrible this year. But big win for the Chargers. They're looking to lock in a playoff spot. Although Denver's probably going to lock up that top seed right now.
hmm
Uh, Big loss for Patrick Mahomes, though. Um, Surely he'll come back healthy, though, and be ready for next year somehow, some way.
I'm pretty sure in our
Um,
season preview, I said that the Broncos were going to win the division this year, and
you
I'm
did.
pretty sure
You did
everybody
say that.
laughed at me.
You did say that. I just didn't think the Chiefs would look as shit as they did.
hmm I mean, this was the year to do it. You had There was going to be a year, and this was the year to do it, that the Chiefs were going to
Yeah,
fall off. And now I think you have Travis Kelce possibly retiring. I mean,
and
they're falling
I think
apart.
he should. Yeah, I think he should retire personally. He doesn't have it anymore,
No.
and you know, even looking at him on the field, I don't know. In my opinion, he just looks like he's in pain 24/7.
Hmm.
So like, you know, what else? If you're Travis Kelsey, I mean, it's easier for one of us to say it instead of him. But what else do you have to play for at this point? You got 3 Super Bowls. You're one of the best tight ends of all time. I mean,
I think you just play for the love of the game at that point, but I mean,
yeah, it just comes to a point though. Like, does it ruin your legacy at a certain point, or like?
well, I mean, there's a shot that Patrick Mahomes goes on another 5-year run and goes to the Super Bowl the next 5 years, and like, well, I wouldn't want to miss out on that, but because you got to
Yeah,
remember he's
um,
the same age as Tom Brady when Tom Brady just started his second run with the Patriots.
yeah, yeah.
I
That
mean,
is true.
realistically, Mahomes has about another good 10 years in the league before he's even 40. So there, I mean,
Right.
if I'm somebody like Travis Kelce, who you were playing with the best quarterback in the league, why would you want to leave? But at some point, your body's
Yeah,
going to
but
tell you,
it's good. I mean, his performance this year. I mean, not saying that I'm ready to cut him right now, but like, you see all the money you're spending on Travis Kelsey. I mean, do you take a pay cut? Like, is that worth it to you? Like,
yeah,
what do you do? Because I mean, obviously, they're gonna have to make big changes on this team this offseason one way or another. Um, and I very likely could see Travis Kelsey being that big move that they make, is moving off of him, and uh, I wouldn't even be shocked if like Chris Jones was moved off the team. I think the only
hmm
untouchables right now on the team is Mahomes and McDuffie. Everyone else, I mean, I'd take offers on.
yeah. I mean, it's just sad. He's got 67 receptions, 797, and 5 touchdowns. He's ranked 24th, 25th, 22nd in the league. He's just not producing like he used to.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't want to see him go out like that. Oh, Brandon Aubrey just missed a kick. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next game. We had the Houston Texans beating the Arizona Cardinals 40-20. Solid game from Jacoby Brissett, honestly. Surprised we didn't get more Michael Wilson action, but I was glad
Yeah.
for the Trey McBride action.
Yeah, two
12
TDs,
catches,
right?
134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that was huge for me in fantasy today. Um, and then for Houston, big day for C.J. Stroud. 3 passing touchdowns, 2 to Nico, and 1 to Dalton Schultz. With Jordan. I've never even heard of that name until today. Getting the big workload over Woody Marks, which is a shocker. 15 carries, 101 yards.
Hmm.
He had one run that was 50 yards. But, I mean, Houston, for a team that was looking concerning at the beginning of the year, I mean, they've looked great the last month and a half.
Yeah. They're really putting it to get together.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about them in the playoffs, but I know I wouldn't want to play against that defense in the playoffs if I didn't have to.
Yeah. That's 6 straight wins for them though right now.
Yeah, that's huge. All right, we'll move to the next one. We had the Chicago Bears just absolutely pummeling the Cleveland Browns, 31-3. Did you watch any of this game? Did you
I
waste your
did.
time? You
I
did.
did. The whole thing.
Okay, I watched majority of it, all but like the second half of the fourth quarter, because that was when my family party started. Um, so I missed Shador's third interception. The first interception he threw, that was completely on him. I mean,
Yeah.
Didn't see that guy. Second one, 100% on Jerry Judy. 100% on Jerry Judy.
Yeah. I mean, Jerry Judy just,
Would you agree with that?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he literally hit him right in the hands and then
Yeah.
basically gave it right to Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, I've got no words
So,
for Jerry Judy.
yeah, no, I want him gone. Um, Isaiah Bond, I mean, two catches, 89 yards. One of
He
those
looked
was a
great.
47-yard catch. That was a great catch. He had two plays before that, though, that just back to back were not good. He wasn't looking for the ball on the first target he got. It was a great throw. I mean, he had his guy beat. He just was not aware that the ball was thrown his way.
Hmm.
Um, but what was the third interception? I didn't see what that looked like.
He threw it right to him.
Right, it was bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, it was just right to I think the linebacker, or I mean, it was right there, like right beyond the line of scrimmage. It was quick.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I mean the Bears look great, of course. Granted, they were playing this Browns team. Uh, DJ Moore, I mean, two touchdowns. Great day if you had him on your fantasy roster. Same with DeAndre Swift. Um, but how do you feel about Shador after this game? Do you still feel comfortable with him or?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game. We were missing two key members of the offensive line. You're missing Sampson on those third down calls, and I mean, I think he did what he could possibly do with the tools he was given. And sure, the Browns only came out with 3 points, but the Bears are tough and they're a good defense, so this was a really good test for him. And honestly, from what I saw, he still looked okay. It's just made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right with you, and um, this performance doesn't really move me on moving off of Shador or oh we need to draft a quarterback. Um, I'm very much a believer in Shador right now, and at least seeing what he can do. And I don't think that this game really told me much other than he was able to keep his composure. And there were a lot of times where he avoided sacks and he was great in the pocket. Ultimately, his receivers just couldn't come down with the ball. Um, and his only safe target is Harold Fandon for pretty much the most part.
I feel bad
But
the commentators pointed that out. They're like, I think he's thrown it to him a little too much today.
yeah, yeah, 14 targets. Next highest was 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully they have a good off season. Let's just tank the rest of the year, see what Shador's got. If we win a game, cool. If not, whatever. Move on to the next one. Um, and would love to see Carnell Tate in the brown and orange next year. Would
Yep.
absolutely love to see that. Um, but next we had the Washington Commanders beating the New York Giants 29-21.
This was closer than
Uh,
I thought it was going to be.
I had a gut feeling it was going to be fairly close. Um,
They actually scored
but
more
I
points than I
was
thought
honestly
too.
happy to see Washington win this game as much as I would have loved to have seen New York win this game and lose the first overall pick again.
Hmm.
Um, that and it would have helped the Browns draft pick as well. I mean, in all reality, I mean, Bill did get in the end zone this game. I didn't pay much attention to this game at all,
Yeah.
other than the score. It looks like not Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston did get a pass in this game. He threw one pass, and I'm gonna guess that it was Jackson Dart getting pulled off to the side.
I
'Cause
didn't,
it looks
yeah, I
like he
didn't
was
see that.
running the ball a lot today, and he fumbled the ball. Um, But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, Giants hold on tight to that number one pick, dropped 12 and 10, or 2-12. Uh, but we'll move into the next game where we had another blowout. Eagles beating the Raiders 31-0. I don't think you really learned much from this game other than Kenny Pickett sucks.
We had like 75 passing yards.
A 64 and an interception.
Yeah.
Barkley getting in the end zone though was cool.
Dallas
He
Goddard
should have
game.
gotten it twice, but Dallas Goddard took one of them from him.
2-6 trades.
Yeah, 2-6 trades. That's true. And A.J. Brown got in the end zone as well. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
really haven't learned much from this game at all. Considering the Raiders are they're done. I mean, I know they probably out of anyone was hoping that the Giants were going to win today. Because, I mean, that
Yeah.
would move them right up to number one. Um,
Yeah, for Mendoza,
yeah.
which we don't have to talk about, but Mendoza won the Heisman.
Yeah, he did win the Heisman, which, I mean, really isn't too much of a shocker. But you know what was a shocker that we didn't get to talk about? I mean, obviously it's already done and over with, and he started today. The Colts bringing back Phillip Rivers after him not playing football for 5 years. Signed him this week and threw him in starting against the Seattle Seahawks, where they only lost by 2. Seahawks won 18-16.
Yeah,
Doesn't really look
I
like
was
he played
shocked.
that bad.
I was shocked that the score was so low for how the Seahawks have been playing. It's really going to be a fun Thursday night football game this week when we have the 11 and
Yeah.
3 Rams versus the 11 and 3 Seahawks for the division for the steak dinner.
Yes, this is all for the steak dinner. Yeah, Seahawks scored on 6 field goals, no touchdowns.
Right. That's what's most incredible about it. Philip Rivers did get a passing touchdown, so welcome back.
Yeah, he got a passing touchdown to Josh Downs,
Hmm.
8-yard pass. He did throw a pick, but I mean,
That
for a
was to
guy that
seal.
hasn't played in the NFL for 5 years, I mean, 18 for 27, 120 yards against one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Hmm.
Not
The,
shabby.
his
Not shabby.
interception was to seal the game.
Yeah, so I mean, even better. I mean, he definitely was probably taking a shot down the field. But I mean, I couldn't believe they actually went with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Colin
mean,
Kaepernick's
it
still
makes
sitting out
sense,
there.
but huh?
Colin Kaepernick's still sitting out there waiting.
Yeah, that won't ever happen. He's been sitting for over a decade now. But we'll move into the next game. We had the Denver Broncos beating the Green Bay Packers 34-26. Uh, I'm really getting tired of the Jordan Love overhyping.
Yeah, I
I
told you
heard
he's
someone try to
ass.
make an MVP case for him, and I said, "There's no way in hell he is an MVP candidate.
He's ass.
He is not an MVP candidate. He's
No, it's still Matthew Stafford.
yeah. Granted, he has the number one QBR, but who the hell cares about QBR? No one. No one. You see it pop up on PFF, and it's like, whoa, this guy rated this much. No
Hmm.
one, no one gives a shit about it. Bo Nix, great week for him. I actually regretted sitting him this week. Because I thought that Joe Burrow was gonna want to play good this week. Wrong. Um, but of course, Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns, 302 yards. Second he touches my bench, obviously has to go off.
Excuse me.
Green Bay not only lost this game, but lost their best defensive player to a torn ACL as well, or at least what is believed to be a torn ACL. So Micah Parsons will miss the rest of the year. So that's a huge loss for them going into um, the playoffs. And they got to face the Bears again, this week?
Yeah, and I think the Bears reclaimed the first position, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Especially with the Lions losing, too. The Lions had some ground to make up, but yeah, big win for the Broncos. They clinched a playoff spot today, and Bears right back at number one of the NFC North.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Broncos have won 11 in a row.
Yeah, yeah. Start off the season 1-2, and now 12-2. But we'll move into the next game where we had the San Francisco 49ers beating the Tennessee Titans 37-24. Brock Purdy, I mean,
Three
three
touchdown
touchdowns.
passes.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. 23 for 30 for just under 300 yards. McCaffrey did get hurt in this game, I believe.
Well, he was hurt. He was questionable coming into the game, so I can't believe they played him. But he got in the end zone. Um, to me, he could have sat this game against the Titans, but
Yeah, or just
they're
not get a heavy workload.
they're still fighting for the division as well. So I mean, they're trying to stay alive. I don't know. Do they have a chance? They're 10-4. What do they have left in the season?
I mean, they technically still have a chance, but I know the Rams locked in their playoff spot
Yeah,
today.
they got the Colts, Bears, and Seahawks, so they'll probably get one more win out of those three.
Yeah, I think San Francisco will make the playoffs, which, in my opinion alone, should have Kyle Shanahan probably be a Coach of the Year candidate. Not that he'd probably get my vote, but I mean, you look at this roster and look at all the injuries they had,
Yeah,
and they're 10-4 right now. I mean, a lot of these injuries happened earlier in the year too. So, I mean, he's definitely got to get some consideration for it. But Cam Ward definitely looked better this week, having 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 0 sacks too. So that's impressive. And then another Tony Pollard game, 14 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown.
mm-hmm.
So come back from Tony Pollard, not something I had in my bingo card at the end of the year. And then next we had the New Orleans Saints beating the Carolina Panthers 20-17, where the Panthers had a chance to take over the division crown. They dropped the ball against the divisional opponent, the Saints, who I believe the Saints beat them. They swept them this year. Yeah, they beat them both times. But Saints on a winning streak now, 2 in a row.
Yeah,
However, they did lose their lead running back in this game, Devin Neal, who's been getting a lot of workload for them. So, I mean, that sucks, but in all honesty, they're not doing anything this year, and now drop further back into the draft. But Tyler Shuck, I mean, he hasn't looked too bad lately.
he's shown
Getting
signs of
sacked a lot,
promise.
but yeah, I think he at least has played good enough to get the starting job next year and see what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
See what improves. And I mean, he threw just under 300 yards today. So, other than that, big loss for the Panthers. Just really couldn't get anything going. They got Rico in the end zone on 16 carries.
Yeah, I mean, this was a must-win for them to take the first place, and I mean, by God, they screwed it up, and as a Bucks fan, I can thank them for that.
Yeah, yeah, big Saints guy today. But next we had the LA Rams beating the Detroit Lions 41-34. This was a pretty big loss for the Lions, as they did play good in this game. I mean, Amon-Ra St.Brown, 13 catches, 164 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jamison Williams, 7 catches, 134 yards, and a touchdown. Just the Rams were better today. I mean, I think they're a better team in general, but uh, I was a little salty that Matthew Stafford did not get 3 passing touchdowns today,
Mm-hmm.
because that would have been a perfect 3-0 for me this week.
Just couldn't be perfect.
Yeah, couldn't be perfect. So now I'm 20-25 for the year.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I know the lad's happy, and Thursday night's gonna be saying a lot between me and the lad. It's gonna be the state game essentially.
I almost feel like we should have a live stream for it, or like we should record during that episode just for the reactions. I feel like it's gonna be funny as fuck.
We could do. We could hop on a call and just record the call, and then I could just like clip it up.
Should see if Korg can get some wings.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Wingstop. No, I had Stafford starting today over Baker Mayfield on my fantasy team, and he performed pretty well. 2 touchdowns, got the job done. Did you know that Kieran Williams and Jamison Williams are family?
No, I never would have guessed that.
Unless I'm understanding this wrong, but somebody's put family business or something like that, or let me just confirm why as I'm speaking out of turn here. Jameson,
I'm
because
looking
they
right now.
hugged after the game. Jameson Williams and Kieran Williams.
First cousins.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow, that is very crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Wow.
like when you see somebody with the same last name, you don't
Well, it's
automatically assume.
Williams too. I mean, like that's such a common last name.
Yeah, that's like me and Justin Fields. I mean, I we're not related.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Um, but like Caleb Downs and Josh Downs, over my head, I didn't know they're brothers until this season when Ohio State, like during the broadcast, they talk about Josh.
Well, yeah, they have a podcast together. That's how
Yeah.
I found out.
Well, that's
Down at the
competition.
business.
That's our competition, so I don't look at it.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, don't go watch that show. Just go Bucks. Um, but yeah, I mean that wraps up Week 15. We're in the middle of Sunday Night Football right now, where the Vikings are up 17-14 over the Cowboys, right before halftime, and then tomorrow we have the Miami Dolphins facing off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm really hoping DK Metcalf can't pull off a 40 bomb because otherwise that would really suck for me to do all that work as the bottom seed in the playoff.
Hmm.
Because I should win now. I have a 38-point lead, and all that he has playing left is DK Metcalf. So hopefully Dolphins can pull off some magic. And other than that, DTF, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, not really. Just hoping for hoping for some good football. Bowl season began, so if you're in the college football bowl season, we'll be watching that all week. Um, but ultimately, I just need to get some winning football. I mean, it's been probably the worst 2 weeks of football in my life with the Buckeyes losing, Buccaneers losing 2 times in a row, Browns losing 2 weeks in a row. It's just been a mess. I need
That's
some
what.
life. I need some life pumped back into me.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. I feel you. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back Wednesday night with Week 16 preview, and then hopefully Thursday night we'll be able to clip up something and get something posted like Friday afternoon from the Rams Seahawks game. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like down below, comment. Let's see, what should we have the people comment? Best comment down below is gonna win this 1 of 1 auto right here.
Peace.